Morning, guys. We're back. It's the day after the last video was shot, and today we're going to go ahead and get these cylinders ready to get sent out for port work. So I'm just going to show you guys how to pull the studs out of them, get them cleaned up, and get them packed up and all that good stuff. These are going to be going out to Kevin Herr for port work, and also a bore. So we'll go ahead and pull the studs out of these, just so make it a little bit easier on him and easier on us also, because when we pack them, we don't have to worry about the studs banging into each other and tearing up the other cylinder. What I usually do is I'll put the cylinder in a rag or something I have laying around. I have some bubble wrap. Now it ain't gotta be tight. Don't go clamping down on it real tight. That's plenty good. You don't hardly have any bind on it. You just don't want it to move. So what you'll need, preferably if it came with the OEM type flange nuts on it. Yeah, you need to notice my cameraman's at school today. Use the flange nuts, they work pretty good. So what you do, it's best to use a regular wrench a regular wrench and a gear wrench. Oh, I hope my gear wrench is good. This one I think I might have scripted. Anyway, what you want to do is put one nut on, and you want to put your gear wrench so that it's going the right direction to back it off. So this way, put one nut on it. Unless you have a stud puller, then you know, life is easy, but I don't have one. So I actually need to run this one down a little bit more. Sorry, there's not real good light. I have a light over my end of the workbench over there, but I don't have one over here because I usually don't work on this end. All right, so now what we do is, yeah, this wrench is no good. Okay, I had to grab a different wrench. That gear wrench was definitely stripped out. I'm gonna go in a little closer here. So what you want to do is just use your flange nuts that were on the cylinder. You're gonna go away. If you have a gear wrench, it works really good because you can put your wrench on, set it in reverse, of course. You put that one on, and you put this nut on. You jam the top one tight, and then you can wrench it right off. But it's gonna be a little slower today, so I'm just gonna put one wrench there on the bottom. Again, these are 12s. Run the nut on. Be sure it goes down far enough you can get a full nut on the top one. I'm not going to show you how to take them all out because that would be time consuming, but I will show you how I get them out. And then you put your wrench on. I'm sure you can see. All you do is pull them. All you do is jam them together, pull them tight, and you can take the bottom one off. This is where if you had your gear wrench, all you do is, you know, wrench it out. So this is it. I hope you guys can see. I put a cheater on here for a little bit of leverage. And see, it came right out. And then we just wrench it out. Some are a little tougher. Some are a lot tougher. Sometimes you may need a little bit of heat. All that good stuff. Backed right out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take these nuts off. You guys down here. Get the nuts off, same process. Just put one wrench on there like that. You can rest it against your bench or hold it. And loosen it up. Yeah, I'm out of gloves today. I only got one over there. I think it would feel awkward with one glove, so there we go. Alright, so they're not that bad. I'll go ahead and do one more. Put our wrench on first. Put one of our nuts on there. And on the last video, on the first video I did, I feel like I went a little bit too fast on it. I feel like I did describe everything like I should have, but I feel like I might have gone a little bit too fast, so I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit in the future, because I got to remember my target audience for these videos is you guys that have never done this before. But then I know a lot of you guys that are watching just watch because you like to. That's what we do. So that one's tight, and we'll back this one off, and I'm just going to put an extra wrench on it so I can get away from it so you can actually see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and you'll see that stud come loose. Okay, see, this one's tight. I'm going to tighten it up some more. get a little bit more in this nut here. All right. Now we'll try that. There. You see it turn. That's all there is to it. Another thing you can do, if you have regular hex nuts and you don't have the flange nuts like these, this works pretty good too. You can go ahead and same method, jam them together and line your nuts up. That way you can get a socket straight over both of them. Then you can use your battery operated impact and buzz them right out of there. The only thing is I would recommend is go ahead and crack it loose first and be sure the stud's going to turn. Then be sure they're lined up. Put your, well, I don't like tripods. Then go ahead and put your socket, on there, and then you can just spin them out by hand real quick with a ratchet, or you can use your impact. All right, this is the other cylinder, the last stud. We're going to go ahead and pull it out real quick, and then we're done, and we'll get these cleaned up. Sweet. Alright, so I got all the studs out, and I wanted to show something to you guys real quick. One stud, well, there should be 2 out of the 10 that are longer than the others. You can see this one here is longer. These aren't lined up perfectly, but when they are, this one here will be noticeably longer by about that far. And the reason those are longer is because they go over the exhaust port right here. The threads don't come all the way to the top like they do on the other holes like this. If you see here, you can tell they start a little bit further down. So that's the reason that those 2 are longer. So when you get the longer stud, those go over the exhaust port. I wasn't thinking about my fan being in the way when I picked up my camera off the tripod, so there was a lot of wind noise. But I don't know why the studs were pulled out of the cylinder to begin with, because they're still stock bore. They haven't been honed or anything that I can tell. So it looks like someone maybe was going to, so they pulled them out to send them in and decided, nah, they'll be fine. Went ahead, put in new pistons and rings, and then the rings failed to seat properly and ended up with low compression, and that's pretty much how they ended up on my bench here today. So I'm going to go ahead and cut back to the original audio. Grimy crap in your blasting cabinet, it'll end up just clogging everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and clean them up just out of, I guess you'd say, respect for his equipment. Get them all cleaned up in nice form, because nobody wants to work on nasty stuff. If you send in cases or cylinders or anything like that to be worked on, do yourself a favor, take a little bit of time, and just clean them off. At least make an effort so that they can see that you show some pride in your work and that you appreciate their services. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning these up on the outside a little bit, just the gasket surfaces. I did notice the water jacket plugs have been knocked in on them, so I'm going to go ahead and pop those out, and I'm going to see if he's got a set he can send me. If not, I'll pick them up. So I'm just going to get these cleaned up a little bit on the outside, just so that he knows that I take pride in my work. And I tell you what, guys, you don't have to clean them up and make them spotless, but like I said, just try to make an effort, because I mean, just doing this can make somebody have a little bit better day. Because if he gets these cylinders, he's working, he's working hard, he's tired, and he's having a bad day, things are not going his way. He picks up a trashy looking, nasty, greasy cylinders with crap stuck all over him. It's just going to aggravate him more, I promise you. So just do your part at the house while you can, and I guarantee he'll appreciate it. So let's get this done before my compressor runs out of fuel. I'm still running the old gas junker out there, and I hear it sputtering. So just gonna clean these up. These babies are the best things to slice bread. There's a little bit left on there, tiny spots. That's cool. He'll take care of that. I just want to get the nasty stuff off of there. And there goes the old compressor. This one's pretty well clean. I'm just going to touch it. Let's see. Focus. See how nice that looks. I'll get a better shot when I'm done. We're going to do the same thing with the top. And we're not going to take off any material. We don't want that. He's probably going to, surface them before he sends them back to be sure they're true. So we're just going to clean up. The light pass there. try to get it. You can see what it looks like before. Alright, go ahead and clean this one up. Good enough. We'll hit the bottom side real quick. We're not trying to make it look nice and shiny and pretty. We're just trying to get the crap off of it. You can see all the cooked on gasket material there. We're just going to take that off. Now see, there's still little specks on there. That's fine. He'll blast that crap right off of there. It'll come right off when he blasts them. Okay, we'll do this one here. You may or may not see me do all of these. I try not to let my videos get monotonous. You don't need one of these fancy roll-locks. The proper name for this brand, this disc, if it was actual 3M, would be a roll-lock disc. You can get these at the parts store, Harbor Freight. I've talked about them before. They're really, really good. If you got an air compressor, man, they're going to be your best friend taking off old gaskets. But if you're doing an intake job or something like that, you want to clean your old reed gaskets off, definitely, put a rag or a paper towel in there and seal it up. Okay, now we're just going to clean off these exhaust flanges just a little bit. Okay, got the old nasty rusty wire wheel on the Ingersoll now. I got left outside, so that Harbor Freight die grinder's trash. And we're just going to touch these two, just clean them up a little bit. Pretty good. Getting all those gunk off of there. Same procedure. All the baked on oil and remnants of the old gasket, O-ring and crap like that. And that's it. They're clean as far as gasket surfaces and all that good stuff. Show you guys what they look like. Then when they come back, we'll chase the threads with a tap to be sure the studs go in like they should and all that. We'll do that after the cylinders are clean because we could get shavings from the boring and porting process in there. And then you don't want to run a tap through here more than you need to because it's aluminum, it's soft, and well, that's pretty much all it needs to be said about that. So. Alright, now this is my South Texas Banshee patent pending wash basin. Not sure when it's going on the market. Probably ever won't, but anyway. All jokes aside, guys, nothing around here is high tech. I don't have all the high tech tools. I don't have the money for it. I'm a pretty simple guy. I just do what I can to get by. You guys can use what I'm using, gas, big waste of money. I just happen to have a can of it because I just went riding. Use mineral spirits or diesel. Diesel's not cheap either, but it does leave a protective coating on the parts when you're done, so you don't have to worry about oiling it down. Mineral spirits works well. It's not so flammable. But yeah, just get your dish, put your parts in there. Before I get this all nasty, let me show you what I do here. Make sure you can see. Let me just take one of my transmission shafts. Nice and oily. We'll just dunk it in there. You see how dirty the fuel is getting already. Now, provided this is just to rinse it off. After this, I'm going to pull it apart and we're going to inspect everything. But this really does do a good job. Of getting it really clean. And it's bone dry. I mean, all the fuel evaporates right away. Mineral spirits, whatever you're going to use. And then, of course, from here we're going to clean towel, but going back on the parts table. We're doing cylinders today. We're not doing anything else. Okay, so we're just going to get these cleaned up. And we're just gonna put them in there. And I wish I had gloves because I cut my hand a while ago. I gotta pick some gloves up when I go to town today. One size smaller maybe. And they don't have to be perfect, just like I said, make an effort. Get the corners out of there cleaned up. What I even do with all my bolts and parts, small parts, everything out of the engine and clutch cover, whatever will fit inside here, what I'll do, and I probably wouldn't recommend doing this because you're probably gonna blow yourself up, but this is what I do. I'll put all the parts in there and I'll just mildly aerate it as I'm moving everything around. It really works good. If you're not sure of your blowgun skills, yeah, don't do this. Especially do not do it indoors. I'm doing it indoors right now because it's raining. I'll stick this in the transfer port, let it fill with fuel. Blow through it. You can see it coming out the other side. Now I'm going to see what this looks like. Squeaky clean. Now he's got something really nice to work with when he gets it. I tried to make a nice video for you guys and I just keep running into issues. My mic wasn't hooked up when I did this screen video. Anyway, I'm on the website for making sure nothing's lagging. I'm on the website for her jugs, and you can go on here and pick out your bore and all that good stuff. I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to get off subject. But as far as shipping to him, you come down here into shipping, you can click on order form. It will give you a form to print out. You can fill out all your information, what you want. You can go there yourself and click on it, or you can just pause here and see what all there is on there to fill out. Just name, address, whatever port you want, all that good stuff. So you fill that out, and then you put it back in the box with your engine or with your cylinders or whatever. So when he gets it, he doesn't have to call you, and he doesn't have to say, okay, what needs to be done here. He can just get on it right away and get done. So all I'm going to do is take his address. I'm sure he's cool with his address being on this video. It's on his website. It's public information. People have to have it. So I'm going to go to my label app, my shipping app. It's stamps.com. I'm going to use a medium flat rate box. It's $12.45 up to 70 pounds. So got his address filled in. All I've got to do now is go on and purchase a little bit more shipping. You can put a reference number down here. Reference number, you can put whatever's in the box. You can put your phone number, whatever. I'm just going to choose to put my phone number in there. When you put the weight down, your weight can be anything from 1 pound to 70 pounds in a flat rate box. It doesn't really matter because if it fits, it ships, is what they say, So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and purchase some more shipping real quick. I didn't have quite enough in my account. I'm going to purchase that. And this kind of sucks because my computer's not real fast, so there is some lag in between everything. So I hope it comes out decent. Okay, so I got his address filled out. Everything's ready to go. Just going to click enter the weight. I'm going to guess an estimated weight. And then that's it. We're just going to print the label out, and then we're going to go out to the shop and get these suckers packed up. Alright, so you see me print the label out and all that. I keep boxes here at the house. These are free from the post office, by the way, the flat rate boxes. You can go in there and clean them out. You can also go on USPS.com and order all you want. So we're going to go ahead and get these packed up. We want to be sure that these are packed really well, so they're taken care of on the ride. It's going to be a good ride to California. So we'll go ahead and put these in here. Should be good. Put that there. And take, nah, man. We're going to pack these up the right way. Okay, so what I use, I'll take you guys off of here. I have this big roll here. They call it rosin paper, or red rosin paper. You can get it at Home Depot or Lowe's. It's like 160 yards of this super thick paper for like $9.86. So what I'm going to do is cut off a section of this, wrap each cylinder individually, put them in the box, pack the bottom of the box, and pack the top of the box. So all I do is I hang a little bit off the bench, whatever I'm going to use. Take a razor blade, cut some off. That's one cylinder. This will be the second cylinder. And we're going to do a little something for top and bottom. We'll do one more. There we go. All right. Okay, we'll lay our paper out. Put a cylinder in there, figure out how we're going to pack this. We do it about like that. Lay this out. Just like a Christmas present. Wrap it up. Keep this together. Making sure you can see. Roll this baby up. That's one. Set it to the side. Roll our other one up. Just like this. Make sure you pack these up well, because mail carriers, they're one thing, they're not careful. Pack these up. Okay, now we got those. Now we're going to pack something for our box. And you just want to, actually I'm just going to wad this up. It's really thick. I'm going to wad this up, and I may do another one. Let's go over to our box. And we'll just put this stuff in here. This is going to be plenty thick. Pack it down in there a little bit, and we put our cylinders in. That's one and two. These are going to fit nice and tight and snug in there. That's what you want. See there? You can squeeze them together. A lot of that paper is going to take up a lot of the room. Now you just put on top of there whatever you can get in. So I'm going to take this paper, I'm going to just kind of fold it up, just so that I know it'll fit, like that. Fold it over again. Now we have a nice looking package there. Then that label we talked about, or that work order, we're going to put it under here. Right here, because what's going to happen, he's probably going to open this with a razor blade. When he cuts it, he's going to cut his order form in half. So we'll close it up just like that. And the rest is common sense. And we're going to tape it real good. Can't put too much tape. Put 3 strips across the top, something like that. And then what I do is I'll be sure to go all the way around. I'll continue that strip all the way around to where it hits it over here on this side. Just so it's kind of one continuous strip. This way we don't get a notification saying we're sorry, your package was damaged in shipping. And we're even going to go this way, sideways. Okay. Last thing is our label. We'll slap our label on there. 2-day mail. Be sure it's covered well in case it gets wet for some reason. You can't get jabbed by another package and torn, become unreadable. That's it. We're good to go. We can shake it. You can tell it's well packed. Okay. Off to the post office, guys.